Hi YouTube, I hope you're doing well. I'm doing okay. I'm wearing a shawl that my oldest granddaughter gave me, so I'm doing the grandma thing today. And it just occurred to me, as odd as it is, and as old as I am, no, I'm too ancient yet, but why older women wear shawls. I thought, oh, it's because, back in the day or something, they didn't have enough yarn to maybe knit the whole sweater or blanket or something, but that's not it. Now that I have this on today, it's like, well, I even tied it around me for a while because I didn't want the whole thing on me when I was walking around. And one shoulder slipped off, but I was still warm. And it's like, well, that's nice because you don't have to wear the whole sweater in order to regulate your body heat. It's like, well, that's pretty neat. You know, I'm sure a lot of old women came to that same conclusion. So people way before my time. So, yeah. But anyway, so it sure came in handy today. We had kind of a gloomy, wet, cold day, and I had ran outside a couple times with no coat on, which was a little goofy, but um, it didn't kill me or nothing. But yeah, it was damp. I had slept in this morning too, which usually I'm up like way before Doug, but he was up and made some coffee, and it's like, yeah, okay, whatever. It was good. It was nice. So, um, yeah. Okay, I watched a really good leak project today, about uh, the Bible that will be written, the new laws that are going to come. Um, and the ancient things up until this point, and like where he's asking questions like, where will we be in 100 years, or that type of thing. um the whole thing, it's pretty involved, even with astrology and astronomy, and the connection, and how the two sciences weren't defined, separate until, like, say, different churches or people would take certain things out of the scriptures, or force their community to just realize one part of the whole aspect. I mean, some of his theories, conclusions, and other people that he would say way smarter than him. And there's ones that I would say they have current retained knowledge that I don't. Um, it's like, yeah, I know it. There it is. Thank you. That type of thing. Um, those type of people that God has brought me in contact with, and him too. And so it was very informational for people. And I thanked him for giving people the opportunity to learn more, you know, and God blessed him because, yeah, he needs that. And I think he needs a grandma hug too because his grandma's gone. So if you're watching, Rex, there's a grandma hug for you. Pop in sometime. I'll get some. We'll cook some chocolate chip cookies. How's that sound? And I don't. And I've made thousands of cookies and wouldn't really even do that for many people. But if my friends stopped in, if you want cookies, I'll make you some. you know, maybe. Maybe we'd be too busy. We'll have to buy the frozen dough, or have the kids cook it up. That's the better idea. Let the kids do the cooking. Yeah. You made the mess, you clean it up. That's what I used to hear. Oh yeah, I know. So, and then I watched Bruce C's all shout out to wonderful astronomy. Um, it He's showing life on the moon that NASA could be showing us. Um, he's got videos of it. Uh, you know, just remember that. I'll put a link to Rex's thing because um, I'm sure Bruce will even find that video from the Leak Project not just informative, but another mindset in the same type of frame of mind, thinking on that same wavelength is what that is. So, and that he made apparent to me today. So, I've been kind of up in the air. Not that whether I liked him or not, because I do. Just whether I would recommend him or not, and I will. You know, maybe ignore some of the videos from like 7 years ago or something. No, I would say if you could bear to watch somebody grow, like I'm sure he's watched me grow too, and people have if you've popped in and seen me how, I mean, let's put it this way. Right after my stroke and broken bones and stuff, I'm still in recovery, deep in recovery, and trying to make videos. And I started on Facebook, but somebody on here had asked people to make videos, and I thought, well, I will. And then I just never quit because I found that this is a wonderful way to communicate with everybody. And that really is not only with wanting to share Rex Bear off a leak project with you if you're not familiar. And this one in particular video that he did is about 153 minutes, I think. Very little advertising, but some, I think. Um, well, anyway, or maybe not. I think he's just talking about colostrum. That okay. Well, anyway, back to my point of this video, and I got to talking about Bruce Seazall and his astronomy. I heard him say on a video he did today that maybe Elon Musk should buy YouTube. That's the point of my video today. Just a minute. That's such a good point. Even with things that are going on, say, like if somebody got all banged up out in a parking lot or something around my area or something, and the police would still have to investigate and get the facts straight on everything before they can make a totally informed decision of what happened there. So, where people are limited on this platform, if we had the ability to speak freely as human beings want to, communicating and sharing information and the facts of what happened where we live, for somebody, say, like, I have relatives in Texas, um, for like say if I said, well, like, really what happened down there firsthand, what do you see? Um, so this platform right now, YouTube, you're not allowing me to actually even ask my relatives what they saw firsthand. I have multitudes of family down there of all different ages. And for me not to be able to listen, hear, or share information from the horse's mouth, from people in that area without just the bias of the media that they're pushing on us, mainstream media. Well, journalists like us have a right to speak. As a matter of fact, more of a right when we're actually in contact with each other in the world, speaking human to human. You know, that is, it would be so cool if, and I would call him Mr. Musk, then I would say, Mr. Elon Musk, thank you for buying YouTube. I can honestly say I love you. I honestly love you. You know, that's what he would hear out of me. you know. So anyway, now get rid of your electric cars with all those batteries that never disintegrate, and we'll be doing good. Thank you, sir. Have a good day. you know, that's what would be said. so, or just spend some of your money and make some of them plants that are Tesla operated, like about maybe, oh, I'd say maybe 200 of them around the world will power the whole world, and everybody can just get water out of the ground no matter where they live, and all the world could flourish. oh, could you just imagine living in harmony? Wow, would that not be a bitch? Whoa, salamander people, back on down under your rocks, because the humans are starting to wake up. I can feel it in the air, people. It's not that they're pushing back with any kind of force like they are portraying. These are mentally ill people that do things that are directed by the dark force and paid directly by them with different things in their life, promises and whatnot, because they are mentally ill and they're manipulated in that respect because of the way that they were conditioned to be like that for these times, you know. So, and that's what's going on. It is a sign of the times, you know. So before I'm going to just believe anything I see, the investigator in me is saying, well, let's just wait. You know, um, this is an imminent danger to anybody waiting a little bit here to see what evidence can we come up with to say what happened in this situation and why, and how are we going to go about it to stop these things from happening in the future. What are we going to do in the world as a whole, talking to each other, you know, to combat the fact that we are not able to speak as humans freely. And what I mean by free speech is, like, say if somebody's pangender and they want to come and call me, well, you old beep or whatever, I'm not going to prosecute this person, but I would ask you that the respect that you would want in turn, that um, I have a right to say, um, I believe in people having the right to bear arms, although I myself personally don't own a gun, you know. But to have that right to defend yourself is written, and actually, any responsible human being, um, uh, well, if I poked you in your eye, I wouldn't need a gun, and if you didn't get medical help, you'd have a massive problem. That's, I guess, I'd kind of state it like that. That nothing that has any kind of powder in it and needs to be ignited would, or any kind of weapon at all, is necessary to do. And you'll say, well, like a mass situation, there's people that I know quite well could walk into a room just as large as that and totally pulverize everybody standing in there within a matter of minutes, and you would not have time to call the police. Once again, mass M word. Yeah, very possible without a weapon. So it's the truth. I'm speaking the truth. Only mentally ill people do these things. Only people that are put in that position, say like if it's an adopted grandchild and it's adopted into a cult, that would be the lesser of the being in that cult that they would set up and prime for a incident of something like this that would take place. And these are the type of people, even if they're uh actor perhaps, or a singer, or whoever, whatever, in the media, whoever that is, they have been groomed for that position to be able to get out here on these days in these times and persuade people towards a political agenda that they have towards other people that don't think the way they think. Well, yeah, we're out here. It's political science versus the science of what is human, and that's what we're battling. So, well, I think I'm gonna let it go on that. It's almost 8 o'clock p.m. here. I did get my exercises done last night. It was almost, so it was after 9 p.m. So I did them much earlier today, somewhere afternoon. I'm gonna say probably about one or two, somewhere in there. So that was way better than yesterday. So at least I have them done before I made my video, and I can still keep encouraging you that just do stretch and don't be discouraged about anything. If you're like have like um parts that you're working on your body, and you may not, you'll maybe even plateau for a long time. You might change one thing in your routine that will get you back on track. Don't be discouraged. Just have God guide you. If you're not supposed to get up and do something, and you're conscious of it, I know God's got you covered and you're going to be okay. Just don't quit, that's all. Don't quit in your mind. Don't give up on yourself. Just keep going like that. No matter what, there's people that I've known that needed to eat more. It's like just take one bite. Or animal, if I was nursing an animal or a human. Just one bite. That one bite and a sip of this liquid is going to help you sleep, and you heal when you sleep, when you get a little nourishment. And you just take the time and the patience to talk them into it. And pretty soon the next day, you got somebody that's got a little brighter eyes. It's just kind of like the baby step thing. So, and I'm really proud of you ones that are trying, and ones that are thinking about trying, you know. Oh, yeah, I love you so much. Thank you for being here. I'll talk to you soon. Have a good night or day wherever you're at. God bless you. Oh, Rex Bear, you're beautiful too. You all are.